What's up, team? Nico here with the foam roller to bring you a brief introduction to myofascial mobilization and why the heck you would ever want to use one of these in the first place. So you've probably all seen these around your gym or maybe even have one at your house. Why do we use them? Well, specifically, we're going to talk today about fascial release and how that contributes to recovery. So from the tips of our toes to the tops of our head, every organ, every bone, every ligament, everything is connected via something called our fascia. And our fascia is this smart, interconnected, almost like a cobweb that exists throughout our entire body. And through things like injuries and trauma and negative posture throughout our days, the soft tissue in our body have the tendency to get wound up or clogged up just based off of our day-to-day practices. So I'll give you an example. When I pull my shirt in this direction, you see how it even raises up down here, but there's all these little wrinkles now because of this tension. And that's the exact way that the fascia works within our body. We have tension or trigger points that are pulling and could be restricting or could be tying into your aches and pains. So how could a foam roller help relieve my tension and help relieve my fascial restrictions all at the same time? In a second, I'm going to show you a couple moves. But first, let's get to the science of it. Utilizing a foam roller or any sort of external pressure to your soft tissue, we're doing multiple things. One of those things being increasing circulation and also increasing the blood oxygenation. So circulation is essentially how rapid the blood is flowing through your soft tissues, whereas blood oxygenation is how much oxygen is actually in your blood, because we all know that blood can either be acidic or alkaline. Another bit of science behind foam rolling is it increases cell permeability. What's cell permeability? That is the amount of nutrients that's carried within your blood. So now we've talked about circulation, oxygenation, and permeability. There's research suggests that that's one of the main reasons that soft tissue mobilization is such a big deal, because it increases the permeability within all the little blood vessels in our soft tissue. So the last bit of science I'm going to give you before we get into the moves is that foam rolling is shown to increase neuromuscular efficiency. So what that means is that by applying external pressure on a muscle, it is increasing the relationship or making the relationship better neuromuscularly with our brain, because our body is afferently sending messages to our brain all day long, whereas our brain then efferently sends a message back down to our body, whether that's fight or flight, whether that's to relax, or whether that's just to chill. Just know that that response starts in the body, goes up to the brain, back down into the body. Let's get into a couple moves. I like to start out with my glutes or my butt cheeks. That's the biggest muscle group in our body. Place the foam roller right below that. Take a seat on the foam roller. And what I like to do is to practice good posture in this move always. So to start out, extend one leg and lean towards that. And we're going to isolate one glute at a time, going back and forth from north and south or up and down, very slow and very intentional. If you find a trigger spot, hold. We're looking to hold this for at least 30 seconds. That's about how much science has proven that our body needs to physiologically adapt or to relax. So place the foam roller below your hip, right in the middle part of your thigh. What we're going to do is come down essentially into an elbow plank position. So bring that leg off of the ground, and what we're looking to do is to go north and south real slow, subtle movements, and we're looking for tension in our quadricep muscle. Breathing into it. If you find a piece of tension, hold there. If you want an increase in pressure, bend the knee into a little bit of flexion and extension.